off my lawn!
Welcome to the You So Silly Farmstead, where having fun is part of the daily chores. What have we got going on today at the You So Silly Farmstead? Well, we're planting pumpkins. Yeah, that's right. We're planting pumpkins today. And I've got one row already done. I went ahead and planted them pretty close to what the package called for. So the package called for planting them in clusters of 4 to 6 seeds. I did 3. That way, if something doesn't sprout, basically, then you've got one guaranteed to sprout, right? I feel like 3 definitely should, one of those should go ahead and sprout. And I did that spacing, called for 4 to 6 feet. I used 5 feet. I felt like that was a good distance away, and I marked them with a stick so I kind of know where my clusters are. I got 8 spots planted per one package. And last time I went to school, 8 times 3 is 24. So 24 seeds per package approximately. All right, so this is a burpees package that we're using. I have 3 more packages besides this one to plant today. This is the small sugar pumpkin from Burpees Organic. It is 2.2 grams is what it says there on the top. The package there on the back, looking for 6+ hours of full sun, which this location should be great. 100 to 110 days to harvest and 1 inch deep, right? And we're gonna do 2 to 3 per group. I did 3. It says you can use 4 to 6 seeds. Hopefully you can see that. 4 to 6 seeds, about 3 inches apart, 4 to 6 feet apart, covered with 1 inch of fine soil. I actually just did 3 seeds each cluster. I really, I guess I'm having faith that they're actually going to make it. But we're going to roll with that. It is approximately 5 to 8 pound pumpkins. So there you go.
Three weeks later.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is about 3 weeks after we planted pumpkins in here, and watermelon and other plants, and we've had nothing but rain. Sorry about the wind. It's windy today. Thank goodness, because it'd be really hot. But it's been rain. And, well, I thought I had this thing, tilled well enough. We tilled it, raked it, tilled it, raked it, tilled it, raked it, tilled it again, and raked it one more time. So it's 4 times. And it was looking really good until probably 2 solid weeks of rain. And now, as you can see, we have a nightmare. And this is garden 2. The other garden's even worse than this. So, trying to beat the heat today, but I wanted to make a quick video. The pumpkins are looking fantastic, but the weeds are coming up. So this is what we're doing at 7 in the morning.
6:30.
No, it's 7.
Is it 7?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, that's early for us. That's early. That is early for us.
Not really. We just need to. We just don't get out here as early as that. But
So
it's summer now, so we have to.
yeah.
We kind of wanted to show. I mean, I kind of feel like people need to see that. Here's where I'm at, so it's probably going to be where you're at too. Good morning, by the way. We feel like a failure. I mean, like, we're like, holy cow, we can't afford to go get a truckload of mulch, and we really can't afford to go get, you know, the tons of black paper. Now, I do have plans to put down some feed sacks that I've been saving all through winter to cut those open, and so we've got like cardboard and feed sacks that are paper that compost down, so we can put those down. But I really want to put those down before underneath something, because they'll just blow away. So it's kind of one of those things where we were really trying to just see if we could till the snot out of it and try and get all this grass out.
And I feel like we did. I feel
whenever
like
you work that hard to get something accomplished, and then it looks like this after 2 days, it really does make you feel like a failure. And so I really wanted everyone else to know that if you're feeling that way, you're not the only one, for one, and it's okay, but it is gonna take some work. You're gonna need to get a pointed triangle shaped hoe, and just really, you're gonna have to work, you're gonna have to do it. A lot of times I think we forget that our grandparents, because my parents don't garden, and so it skipped a generation, and so I wasn't really taught how to garden. So we're having to teach ourselves, and for us being in Oklahoma, it's so hot, so fast. We literally will have so much rain that the vegetables are like dying to, as soon as the rain stops, it's 100 degrees and it's hot. So we really don't have a spring that you really can get out here, and so that's what we fight with here in the South, is you have to really really fight the heat. And so we try and see if we can find shortcuts, and sometimes there just really isn't a shortcut. Sometimes you just have to get out here and do it. And when you're trying to feed such a large family like us, and you guys are probably like, holy cow, that's a lot of pumpkins. Well, pumpkins are fantastic for our sheep. They're actually worming, the seeds are worming for them. So we want to have pumpkins that we can feed them throughout the winter. We want pumpkins that we can have throughout the winter. Pumpkin soup, not just pumpkin pie. So things like that. So roasted pumpkin, things like that. So they're actually a really good plant that produces a lot of fruit. So you might want to think about that when you're planting, especially if you only have, sorry, it's a really loud truck, especially if you only have so much space. Think of plants that you, one, will eat, and two, that produce a lot of fruit. So, you know, sometimes you get corn and they only produce like 2 stalks, and it's like, that's a lot of time to wait for something to grow for 2 or 3 pieces of corn. So you may want to go ahead and buy one that's been modified to get more. It just depends on what you want to do. But so that's kind of where we're at. So as you can see, we're a little disappointed. We're a little bit feeling like failures because we worked really hard this done up. I mean, we spent money on gas to till it multiple times with a tractor, not just a little hand,
right now.
not just a little hand tiller, but an actual tractor to hopefully prevent all of this, and you can see what happens. So we expected there to be some grass. We expected to be coming out here and weeding a little bit. We didn't expect it to be like sod again after 2 days, 3 days. So it's one of those things that's like, and it's taking over quickly. Like we came out here yesterday and did some, and it's just, it's taking over quickly. So here we go, feeling a little bit downtrodden, if you will, but we're gonna get out here as a family and get her done, because that's all you could do.
All right, so I got to get to work, guys, but I wanted to show you. Now, in the first part of this video you watched, this looked really nice, didn't it? And I was planting, it was planting day, right? So this is like the 2.5 week follow-up, maybe 3, because we've had nothing but rain. Rain upon rain, which has made, as you can see, the plants look great. My corn, we'll look at that in a second, it's not so good. But this pumpkin looks great, but the weeds are rapidly taking over. And like Brandy was just saying a second ago, we worked really hard on prepping this in a traditional manner, as it were, like my grandparents and in the Midwest, but it's not working too well here. So anyway, I gotta get busy, but you can't even tell. These are rows of corn here. Here's my corn. And the weeds are starting to take over down the rows. We've got a corn row right here, a corn row right here, but the weeds are rapidly, boy, you can really see it there on the screen in that sunlight, can't you? So it is trying to reclaim this, and I'm not liking that. So we got to get to busy before it gets hot. It's already starting to warm up rapidly. However, there is a beautiful breeze today, as you can probably hear in the camera. But yeah, so pumpkins look great. Corn is a little sporadic. I don't know if I can go back in and fill in some of these bald spots, as it were. But anyway, we'll see you later. We'll update you as we can. We'll try to keep one video coming every 1 to 2 weeks. I'd like to say 1, but that's sometimes not possible. 2 would be probably a better goal. You guys all have a great day. We have our work cut out for us here, man. Keep the coffee pot going. From You So Silly Farmstead, I'm Dan. See you later.